Alright, Chrissy, sorry for the quality of video. I'm shooting my camera at a computer screen, so it's probably not the best quality, I'm sure. And this is my first attempt at making videos too, so probably not the greatest, but hopefully you can learn something from these. That's what I'm hoping. Okay, the first one is on the screen, question 5, evaluate parentheses 5 minus 2, close parentheses, squared, plus 10 divided by 5. And you got some answers, possible answers down there. Okay, so to evaluate this formula, you got to remember this basically. This parentheses, exponents, multiply, divide, add, and subtract. And to evaluate this equation, you first need to know the order of operations in math. With so many different operations here in this equation, it looks like this question is actually trying to test your knowledge of the mathematics order of operations. And the PEMDAS acronym can help you remember that order. Parentheses is the P. It means to do everything that's inside parentheses first. Exponents are like numbers to the power of or root of. Online I found this definition for exponent. A quantity representing the power to which a given number or expression is to be raised. So usually expressed as a raised symbol beside the number or expression. And not sure you can see that, but right there at the bottom of the screen, like 3 in 2 to the third, or that equals 2 times 2 times 2, which is 3 2s. No worries if this video is pretty bad. I'm going to send you this Word document that I made my notes on also. Let's see. So multiply is next, divide, add, and subtract are the mathematical operations. They must be done in that order to come up with the correct answer. If they're not done in that order, then you're going to get some other answer. And that's what this question is basically testing you on. Let me know if you'd like me to expand on these. So back to our question, and we refer to the order of operations to get the correct answer. PEMDAS helps us remember the order. P parentheses means we first do 5 minus 2. As you see, 5 minus 2 is first. Let's see, E is exponents. That means we take that answer, which was 5 minus 2 is 3. And let's see, and we do that to 3 to the power of 2. So 3 to the power of 2, that means 3 times 3, which is 9. So we have 9. So our new formula is 9 plus 10 divided by 5. So what's next in the order of operations? The next thing in the order of operations is multiply. So let's see. So let me see, there's no multiplying there. So the next thing after that is divide. So we take 10 divided by 5. 10 divided by 5 equals 2. And so then we have the add. So we know this side over here was 3 times 3 is 9, and it's plus, so 9 plus, and then this was 2, so 9 plus 2 equals 11. So that is equal to 11. So that's that problem. And then moving on, I have one more ready right now for this video. Question number 6 of this, it says, what is the solution for this equation? Negative 3x equals 81. So, to evaluate this equation and others that have just one variable, which means any letter representing a number or numbers, all we have to do is remember this rule. Whatever you do to one side of the equation must be done to the other side of the equation. In the above equation, we have to solve for x. So the starting equation is negative 3 multiplied by something, our x, will equal 81. Well, we basically need to work to get x alone on one side of the equation, or put another way, to get x alone on one side of the equals sign with our answer on the other side. We know that any number divided by that same number equals 1. So that just means if you have 4 divided by 4, that equals 1. If you have 432 divided by 432, that equals 1. If you have 1 zillion divided by 1 zillion, that equals 1. Anything divided by that same number equals 1. So we got to remember this, because that's going to be important here in a second. By the way, when I say over something, that's just another way of saying divided by, just like the slash sign I type in my notes is another way of saying divided by. Okay, so we have negative 3 times x equals 81. We need to get x alone, so we need to divide that by negative 3. Do you see why? Because negative 3 divided by negative 3 will equal 1, and 1x just equals x. So, let's see, where am I in my notes? So let's do that. So we have negative 3 divided by negative 3 multiplied by x on one side of the equation. So that leaves us with 1 times x. That's the same as just x, because anything times 1 is that other number. Okay, so we have x alone on one side, but we're not done yet. Remember that rule, whatever you do to one side must be done to the other. So with that in mind, we do to the other side, we do the same to the other side, is what I'm trying to say. We divided it by negative 3, so we therefore must divide the other side by negative 3 as well. That leaves us with 81 divided by negative 3, so that equals, if you just type that into a calculator or whatever, 81 divided by negative 3 equals negative 27. So that would mean that x equals negative 27. So our answer is negative 27. By the way, if I am explaining too much, I apologize. I don't know what your level is. If I'm not explaining enough, please give me some feedback on that as well. I think I'll send this first video to you to get some feedback so I can do better on the next videos. I hope this was helpful. Any feedback, good, bad, critical, not critical, whatever you want to tell me, please do. I won't take any offense. Just trying to help you. And I'll send this video and work on the next ones. Thanks.